Roche and Mirrorman knocking the Cat and Void into losers.
How do you feel?
Very excited. I don't know how to feel, but I love Void and the Cat. We've played against them quite a bit online, and it was an absolute honor to play against them on LAN and just even meet them for the first time as well.
Mirror, what did you think about that?
I'm not surprised.
I ask you to keep it succinct, real quick, all right? Are you scared of anyone in this bracket?
No.
Well, y'all heard that. The Cat, are you prepared to support this man to the death for this $100,000 here? Do you want the mic?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is my best friend. We've been teaming since Smash 4, before we even really knew each other. And so just being on the stage with him is enough. But I'm ready to stop the Bugs Velma meta.
Hey, yo!
Who wins the entirety of EVO 2022?
I cannot wait.
Here we are, $100,000 first official offline grand finals.
Let's go. Nakat and Void having to come out of the loser side, having to try to make this run back and the comeback against Rose J and Mirrorman. And already off the rip though, in Sky Arena with no platforms, you have a lot of the ability to try to jump around these projectiles, but you're going to be using your utility to do that.
That dominant stage control that you get, like you said, from that rocket in so much of this button. The Cat playing to the skies, trying to chase him all the way up to the top. You have to be able to invalidate that if you are Bugs and Velma, and they do that so well.
Look at him dancing around, not just the rockets, but also the megaphone from the Velma here as well. Currently with Void putting in a lot of that damage, a lot of that pressure, you still have to worry about Mirrorman and that down air.
And you talked about that tether earlier from Leviathan with that Rain Dog, but that shield very similar, lets you dive into your team and fully carrying all the way over to the side, gonna avoid that lasso of truth to go ahead and snipe out that potential life on the bottom.
The Cat understanding, I'm not gonna overextend and jump off the stage in this situation because you know that that Bugs down air is so powerful, but so is that bat too.
That nair to down air, nair to up air is so consistent. It is so hard to get away from, but the anti-air up attack from Wonder Woman is going to find the first mark.
What a great way to catch a landing right there too, with the first life being lost here away from Rose J and Mirrorman. Here comes the rocket coming all the way down again. But meanwhile, your entire teammate is off to the side, and Void and the Cat are ready to bring out the heat.
You're so focused on paying attention to Wonder Woman flying in, you forgot to pay attention to the menace that is Tom and Jerry sniping you off the side. But the up air is still not enough. But the blue team is taking a lot of damage. They cannot afford to land unsafely against Bugs right now.
There you go, now you can see with the rocket coming out, jumping right out of it actually, to try to help move around Void. They see Void in his sights. You know exactly where Rose J wants right here to try to get that spike.
And coming in with that dare, just trying to find a follow-up on a down air, but not really able to find the mark. And Bugs still missing the mark. Mirrorman and Roche having a bit of a struggle. The side air is going to be enough though, and the megaphone finds the mark as well. The damage has been done to the red team, but they even it back up.
The megaphone really showing how those words definitely hurt. It's not just the word bubbles, as you can see the lasso coming in and sneak its way, trying to hit Rose J away. Mirrorman has been doing a really good job though at helping with the repositioning with these underground tunnels that he just uses right there before actually going right back in.
Playing perfectly to what this team dynamic has been. They've been real talkative about being the best, in that megaphone being one case, and they're getting damage racked up, but only in the lower 30s. They can't afford to let Velma try and scrap too much. Roche, even though they've been able to get away with it, you're going to get caught pretty soon by a straight up air that could possibly knock you out.
Oh, especially when you get bounced up with that up air in general, having to avoid not just Void, but Nakat as well, as you see Rose losing out on that life.
Forcing him to go low because of the Cat's presence off stage. Now 126, one recovery, that could take it out. One up air could take it out. Mirrorman has to be super careful here as they're rushing him down.
And that's why Mirrorman's playing right behind Rose J this time around. Rose J actually forced to take on the reins and playing in the front, even with that tunnel with the repositioning. Understand to hear that Mirrorman sees that he's taking a lot of this damage. He has the less cooldowns with a big head, but Void and the Cat now being able to take that. They are actually able to adapt after what happened in the winner's bracket.
I think that's a big part of why we saw them go for Velma more often off stage. And then if it was Mirrorman, they kind of hesitated and went for stage control to get the knockouts off the top. Because how many times we saw those reversals coming in from Mirrorman on that down air like you were just talking about. But this is a big play. Nair to up air, and now a jump is gone. You got to be forced to make your way back in. Getting away from that down air from Velma, though, still keeping himself alive.
May get that bracket reset real soon right here when the Cat and Void holding onto that 1 point down. Going to be able to hang out on the other side of the stage. The Rocket going to be able to also cover a good amount of that space while trying to isolate the Cat.
And Vicky, this is just so crucial on the Void and the Cat if they want to keep this composure, to not let them adjust. Because game one in Winners Finals, they were able to get a very similar victory. Game 2 and beyond, Mirman and Roger made all of the right decisions to make the comeback, and it never turned around from that spot.
Exactly, and Rosie and Mirman were able to make some of those adjustments right now, but now it's a matter of having to play out of that disadvantage. Yeah, you got the buff real quick coming in from the Velma, but you can see immediately with Mirman just getting back into the rocket, trying to prioritize positioning more than anything. Even trying to get a follow-up with that up air, you currently have Rose isolated over to the side in a 2v1.
Exactly, you need to isolate that target as much as possible, but they're a very similar situation. They need to do that to Tom and Jerry, but a lot of projectiles being sent off. Good recovery from Roche and stalling with the falling up air to make sure that if the cat went out instantly for that down air, it wasn't going to find the mark.
That neutral air attack, or rather that neutral attack in general, right by the ledge, and the snipe with the lasso is going to be huge from the cat. Here comes a spike. You have nobody to help you now. The double spike from the cat and Void to close that life.
You can feel the energy shift sometimes, and the energy is shifting in favor of the blue team. Coming out there, going aggressive, and then the cat instantly starting off with a 40+ damage string on the Velma, and it hasn't stopped.
A double rocket to control even more of that space to help him with the cooldown, but the spike now coming in from Rose to take care of Void.
Good job from Rose recognizing that when the cat over jumped that edge guard, trying to go off there, and it's like, well, that's a free downer, and who was up there already? Mirman to cover it if you went high too early.
Yeah, it was the cat that was off to the side right here with Void helping out with his survivability, but he needs to help out with the cat again. They cannot lose out another life really early.
Yeah, the cat, if the cat went upwards, that would have been disappeared, but the rocket in the middle of the scramble, walking away with that knockout onto Void.
Go trying to scoop them up with the up air, the lasso to pull him right back in to get the follow-up. Nice amount of damage here. Look at this, 127 onto Rose.
And look at how quickly they switched away from Rose onto Mirman to get a double up again. The double ups have been so much better. I feel like they feel way more comfortable in the scramble right now by comparison to that previous set.
Trying to get the follow-up again from the up air here. See 83 already onto the cat. He's playing this so passive. He's got the lasso ready and off of cooldown before being able to snipe Rose once again.
And right after that snipe, Tom and Jerry, Void putting a dynamite over the tunnel, so no way can Mirman get in quick enough to go help out Rose. Match point currently for the blue team, but now match point potentially for the red team as they go all the way up top stage. Going out there though with the shield to make sure that Void would tank that hit if the up air happened.
Oh, but he's safe. He managed to make it right back to the stage, so gets sent forward again. Rose having the opportunity though. Void understanding now, trying to get some help. They don't have the shield here in general, but this is the opportunity against Mirman, and they do it. They go up 2-0. What a way to make these adjustments. Look at the faces though. Rose and Mirman trying to keep themselves composed there. Match point for Nakat and Void.
Positions because they're warmed up. They're ready. They've been plowing through the loser side after getting knocked out on an upset. And they're here to potentially force that upset and get into this game number 2. Get into this next game with the 3-0.
I love the immediate repositioning there between Rose and Mirman, not only trying to get the grab on the bugs, but the rocket too, so that way you have that projectile on the screen to control some of that extra space. But the cat being able to close in this gap has been even more crucial. Gets a down air, can he get it again? Look at the patience and the taunt in between.
Now, according to the cat, we saw it on Twitter before, he said that those are unintentional, it's just accidentally hitting the D-pad, and if he wanted to do it, he would tactically taunt holding down the button. But that's something he hopefully doesn't come back to cost him at any point in that spot, but right now, very dead even game, Vicky.
Especially with the way that he's been able to snipe with a lot of these important lassos. It's crucial. Now that Void is off the stage, though, this is a spike opportunity for Mirman and Rose.
And Mirman trying to go out there as such and gets it down there, and they're not going to be getting a one touch. It gets 2 for 1. That's exactly the type of ratio you're hoping for.
It's a shish kebab that they really wanted in that situation right here, too. As Jerry's out on the screen, here comes the barrel in the tunnel, so that way they could go in for that reposition. But they're doing a really good job at trying to isolate the cat and Void here. That's why Void is stuck over by the other side, almost getting spiked again.
And the cat almost finding one off the side there, but Roche getting there instantly. The cat smartly getting away from that potential side that could have given him up a 3-life lead.
Let's see if he has that other opportunity. He's got the shield, he's got the spike in hand. He's going to be able to shield Void at the same time while he's fighting off with Mirman.
Going to go ahead and take that hit, activating the projectile block perk, which both of these teams are currently running to try and mitigate a little bit of that damage from this zoning.
Oh, look at that quick reposition with the tunnel here, too, as the safe drops down, and they're going to be able to hit it in the direction of Void.
Oh, my goodness.
Who gets hit all the way up. Can the cat land here? He needs to. They are sharking him.
He's only not gone because of attack decay. He's lucky he's still alive at that position. That safe before forcing Void into the skies. Similar spot. This could be a double up, though. Did they get him? No. They missed out on downer. The jabs, though, and they just missed because Roche gets in.
The fact that Mirman was able to survive that is insane as the safe comes crumbling down again. Here comes the rocket again. And Void and the cat, this is the situation here. It is so close between both these players, and they did it! they get the reset!
The Void signifying in the cat to the crowd. One more set.
Crowd is going wild with this bracket reset against two players that have been dominating throughout this entire bracket. Seeded number 2, Rose J and Miraman.
Who would have thought in the year 2022, one of the most intense situations we'd be looking at is Tom and Jerry scrapping with Bugs Bunny in the middle of the stage as we started off the reset of Grand Finals with Void and the Cat and Miraman and Rose J.
And look at this already coming swinging. The cat hasn't even taken a lick of damage just yet.
Oh
Still
my
going, by the way.
goodness!
Oh, the pan! All right, I see what you're cooking real quick here, Void.
Using the reverse hit of Wonder Woman's up air as well to get the spike back down to the platform. 75 damage unchecked. That happened so quickly to Velma. That is a great way to establish fear in Rose J, who has not been hit, but that's a free follow-up, missing on the side air, getting the reversal up air, but they get away.
The double rockets coming in on the stage here too, but just like you mentioned, Rose J's survivability has been insane, but to take that much damage, we may not be able to see the survivability so far in that first life.
And right now we're looking, oh, he's going for the charge down attack to try and catch him, going for projectile. You can absorb those projectiles and that becomes stronger over time with that bracer. So you don't see it too often, but it is a really good call. That's safe, just missing the follow-up onto the cat over on the right.
Oh, they get the spike follow-up right afterwards. It's a trade for trade though between both of these teams.
And you take that every time you can. If you're in a spot where you were the one who was about to be spiked and your team capitalizes, 94 to 116, very even game once again here, Vicky.
Tries to use the lasso here too. You see the cat going all the way deep, but this puts you in a pretty scary opportunity, but you capitalize on that platform, finding Rose J as he tries to land.
The cat's evasiveness to get away from Miraman in the middle of trying to get that edge guard. And then here we go, to follow up off the
Again?
dare into the Jerry shot. That is one of the loops you see in singles, and they're pulling it off here in twos.
Oh, he almost went for the spike again onto Rose J, which would have been insane. Looking at his life right now, he was only at 29% beforehand.
It is incredible to watch. The adjustments going after the chase dodge up on the top. But here we go again. Miraman trying to get down to the ground, but Void making it difficult. Even at 121, he's still chasing.
And he's still able to stay alive. He's got that great health in general here too. He hasn't got a hit just yet. Meanwhile, Rose J managed to make it right back. Here comes the rocket, so that way you can help out, get right back to center stage.
How do you touch the ground here if you're Miraman and try to force the initiative? You were the one who needs to take point on damage, and Velma can't really do it right now. There's the side air, finds the mark. They're going after him in disguise. They have one more point to continue this win streak they've had. Up air still not able to take out Void.
The fact that Void is still alive is insane here, while the cat has been doing a lot of that damage here. You can currently see getting the follow-up with the up special, the rocket coming towards the cat, actually exploding. Now the follow-up from Miraman to claim that life.
Oh, Miraman gonna get the reversal on the side air, got the wall bounce, so that's gonna lead to a knockout in 1 of 41. That's gonna get the anti-air onto Void. You have to be playing perfectly for Miraman. He has access to green health to try and help him out here, Vicky.
Oh, the save actually gets the follow-up for Rose J right there too. Here comes the words to try to contest him as they try to forcefully land, but Void actually getting out of that situation after being sandwiched between both Rose J and Miraman.
And now you can't. A lot of defensive resources have been used. The snipe comes in, and Void and the cat strike again. 4 games straight here in Grand Finals.
4 straight. 4 straight, and taking the first game of a set is always so important to help keep on that momentum throughout the rest of those last 2 games.
We are looking at Void Reborn, and the cat is built quite literally different.
No
We're
way.
gonna see the return, the original main, what Rose J was known for. It's looking like the hover over might be happening. Rose J originally an Arya main, and one of the best, if not the best in the game at it.
To make this adjustment now, when you are down a game in this bracket reset, could be risky. It looks like Void and the cat have done it. We see the swap up, and you highlighted it perfectly with the downside of Arya in general, being a glass cannon, being the lightest character here in Multiversus.
And the perfect stage to do it, Batcave. This is going to lead to some early knockouts from the red team. If they can find it, chasing him all the way, this guy's about to be the first one. No, get down in there at 89. That could have easily been the first one.
But let's talk about the damage output that's already been put onto the cat. It's still climbing, almost getting that up air follow-up.
They're trying to touch the ground is so impossible. Batcave trying to get the re-volley off the ground, and Miraman and Rose J are striking quick and striking fast, putting on damage onto the blue team.
You see them trying to continue on a lot of this domination right here. Rose J now making that swap up as he goes zooming goodbye.
The knife was off the side of the stage, and he teleported towards it. Wasn't paying attention when the knife was stuck, and that gives them a free one. But the knife is attached to Void. Getting in the way, though, is using the shield to tank that hit to prevent the knockout on Void.
Letting them know, all right, you know what? You can take that real quick here after this, making this quick little swap. And the cat is actually capitalizing so hard with the ricochet off of the vehicles off to the side. side, you can actually do a lot of that extra damage as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, those Batmobiles are viable for everyone to get those re-volley combos. Using the fishing pole to stall. Here comes the cat to get the down air. Can they get the frying pan? No, they cover him. But here comes the side air from Mirror Man to help protect. And the lasso of truth hits him. I don't know if he's making this back.
Oh, no, he's still going, but the rocket actually helping him ricochet and actually managing to make it back.
And using that dynamite to stall as well as Void, getting that shield up at the right time. The cat getting in there in the middle of it. 1 life apiece. That could be disappearing very soon. Everybody deep in that damage meter. You can't afford to take much more as we find the first one.
He sacrificed Jerry, and it's all for a good cause in that situation. See you later. What did I say? Jerry's going to be able to help carry Tom in this situation instead with that spine.
Tom having absolutely no remorse whatsoever for sending Jerry to the blast zone, and Jerry coming back in. Everybody off stage is the worst spot. Up air not connecting. Their defense against Mirror Man's up airs have been so good. Finally, one finds the mark.
There you go. Now it's tied a piece here. The cat being at 120 is going to be that priority right now for Rose and Mirror Man, but the way that they're trying to dance around here, despite actually getting that SD with that life here, he tries to get the follow-up with these up airs, but there's a lot of damage coming on.
Both of them trying to use this the sneak attack underneath that smoke screen with that tunnel to try and catch them slipping. But here we go off stage, 144. That's gonna be an anti-air from Void. They could get the dynamite in there. Looking at Arya, you could die right now, and he gets them all the way to the skies, and that's gonna be a 2-0 lead. Answering back here, 5 games straight, and Void once again saying it, just one more.
Please.
These two are built to win as champions. The cat and Void putting the headsets back on. Chat, crowd, everybody watching, are you not entertained? We're watching 5 games straight from the cat and Void. Mirror Man and Roche have to do everything possible to get it back. This could be it. This could be the last game to finish EVO 2022 for Multiversus.
Let's go. Here we go. And off the rip, we're ready with that lasso, setting him up. You know that Niket always likes to use that lasso off the rip.
And that's exactly what you need to do, establish dominance early, and they've done exactly that on Batcave. Even with those early knockout potentials from the red team, it is becoming validated, because once they get rid of those Batmobiles, Vicky, it's been becoming way more difficult for them to chase them in the skies.
Exactly, because you don't have that ricochet effect. You can't get that volleyball follow-up in general, but look at the damage output. Niket actually trying to cover a jump real quick with a high recovery. Currently, you see that Rose is desperately trying to make it back.
And the cat stopped the follow-up from that knife as well with that lasso of truth. They're able to just control the space, and Void reading the dodge, going there with the up air. Down there comes into a volley off the bottom, into the outfield. They're controlling everything. They're facing 2 more to finish here and take it all home.
Let them know it's not a speedrun out here, all right? We know that they got that bracket reset. They know that Rose and Mirror Man have not taken a single game in this grand final so far.
Not one single drop of blood. Everything has led up to this point where 2 rockets are now on stage at the same time. Might want to dip on out of there.
You gotta avoid that. You gotta do the Slippy Shade real quick as the upper connects you. Lose out that life here. You toss out the pie and evening things up just as quick as Rose and Mirror Man.
Going off the side of the stage, getting that side air, striking back, but the double up, that's gonna almost get him. But now you have not many resources, and they just sneak through Mirror Man, keeping themselves in the game.
Try to get that trade real quick here too with the rocket coming out. You can bounce off of that to get a follow-up here, but
oh, that's one. That just could be 2. You can't get away. Both of them go off stage. This could be a reversal they're looking for to get them back in the game though, and Mirror Man sneaks his way back through here momentarily.
Mirror Man is at 124. Look at Void, look at the cat, look at the way that Mirror Man is forced to literally run away, trying to hang out on the rocket for as long as he could.
They are heat-seeking missiles, and Void is the one trying to close it out. The cat just missing 2. Roche doing everything in his power to keep Mirror Man alive. Mirror Man struggling to touch the ground in every way. Up air finds it, and that's gonna be it. Void and the cat are your EVO 2022 Multiversus champions.
The raw emotion from this team to overcome a matchup that they lost in winners. They didn't give up. They made the adjustments, and look at this. Look at the way that they're feeling. So relieved, so confident. After the delivery that they had, after when the cat said in his interview with Sharpie, in such an insane matchup.
Let's hear it for the first place champs, Void and the cat. The Velma and Bugs team, and they got a 6-0. You know what? That passion right there, that is deserved. Incredible job from everybody involved. Let's go ahead and get it over momentarily to Sharpie to ask everybody how they're feeling in this position.
The new Evolution champions, Nakat and CLG Void, just straight up run this reset 6-0 straight. Now, last time I started with you, Nakat, so I'm gonna take it from your teammate. Come on over here. Now talk to me real quick, because the very first thing you did yet again was go straight to that ground. How are you feeling now that you have won 6-0?
Honestly, I don't know. This might come as a surprise. I'm really happy Mirrorman said that he wasn't surprised he won, because I feel like that ignited a fire in me and the cat to try as hard as we did. So, yeah. Absolutely. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Let me talk to you real quick. Do not talk trash. That's all I need. Do not talk trash. That's all I need, baby. What did he say? It wasn't possible?
He said he wasn't surprised he won.
Oh, he wasn't surprised? Well, damn, I wasn't surprised for the 6-0. Damn.
Okay, so this is my last question for both of y'all. And Nakat, I know you feeling spicy. Void, I know you're feeling excited and accomplished. Do y'all have any words for any other mains out there that may be thinking that these pros don't got it going on? That these EVO champions got a little bit lucky? That wasn't really skill and it was just a really good patch. What do you got to say about that, Void?
All I'm saying is this is our first twos tournament, and we didn't use Bugs or Velma.
What you want to say, Nakat?
Apparently, Wonder Woman sucks, but I don't know. That might have been a skill issue.
Well, everybody, a straight 6-0 from a skill issue would be the very first thing that secured these two the EVO Championship title. Congratulations.